Hello, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I will be drawing Invincible, otherwise known as Mark Grayson from the Prime Video series Invincible. As you can see here, I am starting with a rough sketch of a circle to get a decent idea of what his face and head shape will be. I then put a line down the middle to show me the length of his face, and now I will proceed to start sketching out his jaw. As you can see here, I start shaping out his face and getting a decent idea of where his hairline will end and just defining his jaw and facial shape. Here I am starting to draw the part where his mask cuts off and leads to his hair. Now I am starting to sketch in his ears and get a decent shape and idea of what they will be looking like. What you can see here is me fixing a mistake I made, as I made one side of his jaw go up too much, which in turn made his ears look weird. Now, I'm going to start sketching in his hair with a rough and simple shape, as details will be added in later on. Now, after I've gotten a hair shape that I am happy with, I will start moving on to the neck, sketching in some rough lines once again to give me a feel of his shape and how the rest of the drawing will go. Well, as you see, turns out I wasn't happy with the shape of the hair. Now here I'm starting to add in my finer details and going in to add segments of his hair and lines in his hair. Here you see me start to add details in his ears and define how they look. Now here's where I start my favorite part, adding in his mask, eyes, nose, and mouth. Now, for anyone wondering what is Invincible, well, Invincible is a 4-season show, currently on episode 5 of its 4th season, waiting for episode 6 to release next Wednesday. It is a very interesting and intriguing take on a superhero show that includes some dark elements like gore and foul language. So if you're not the recommended age, please ask for parental consent before watching. But it is definitely very interesting. It has some very good animation, but I won't say any more as I don't want to spoil for anyone else who wants to go watch. as you see here, I am adding in the lines for his throat and part of his suit design, as I decided to go with an above the shoulder shot only. Now, as you see here, I am starting to sketch in where my shadows will be in the hair, and I will do this on other parts of the body later on, but I'm going to focus on the hair here, as I like to work my way from top to bottom when I shade in with my pencils. So, I think we can all agree that we start seeing this drawing take shape here, as it did look kind of funky in the first few minutes. Now, as you see here, like I said, I am starting to color in with my pencil, and I will like to apologize, as I think there's a cut coming up, because my phone did die during recording. Now, here's that cut I was talking about, and as you see, I got a little far ahead before I noticed, so I fixed up his smile because it looked a little wonky, and I started shading in the darker parts of his hair. Sorry for the wait, my reference image turned off, and I'm trying to get my computer back on to see where my shadows need to go. Now, with my reference image back, I start marking out the shadows on his blue part of his suit. Now here I start shadowing and marking out where they will be on the yellow parts of his suit, which I will do on his neck, finishing off where the shadows need to go on his body. Now, as you see here, I start shading in the blue parts of his suit with a slightly lighter tone than his hair, but it will be darker than his yellow part of his suit, just so you know which parts are which. Now it's time for the yellow parts of his suit, as I go in with a lighter hold on my pencil to still shade it in and give it a different color from his skin, but make it different from his blue part of his suit. Now I'm adding in the shadows on his mask and face, and then I will begin to shade it in with my pencils. I now shade in his goggles and finish off the drawing. Now, as you see here, I go in and sign my drawing with a little skull with a crown and the initials of my channels, P.S, purple skull. Now here's the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you very much for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting as it helps out my channel and it's completely free. Thank you.